the walking, talking example of have gloves, will travel. Mark Chamberlain, how are you, sir?
Good, thanks. You?
I'm good. Look at you. I mean, just Jack Rafferty up north. Yeah, go on then. I'll have a bit of that. Pierce O'Leary in Dublin. Yeah, go on then. I'll have a bit of that. You are the man, aren't you?
Yeah, like I just said off camera, I've got gloves and I'll travel and I'll fight anyone, anywhere. If it makes sense, then why not?
Tell me about this fight then. Was it an immediate yes when you got offered Pierce O'Leary? Because they call him the Big Bang. He's quite the Irish contender.
Yeah, the fight got offered to me. I can't remember when it was. Not too long ago, just before Christmas, I think. And said yes straight away. And then we was waiting on the date, I think. But yeah, like I don't really care who I fight. If it makes sense, I'll just get in there and fight anyone. I don't care.
It must be a bit daunting though. This being St Patrick's Day weekend, him talking about this Irish homecoming for so long,
Yeah.
feels like everything's kind of stacked in his favour, and you're the fella popping up from Portsmouth trying to ruin everything. Is there a little bit of being daunted by it at all?
No, all the pressure's on him, I guess. I've done it with going up to Manchester and Jack Rafferty's back garden, so I'll do it again here. Obviously, the rematch was meant to happen in December. That never did. I can't just sit around and wait. So big fights is what I need, and I believe Pierce O'Leary is a big fight for me, and it's going to be a tough test for both of us. May the best man win, but I should be bringing the belt back to England.
Are you seeing him as the toughest test of your career?
Yeah, of course. I mean, Jack Rafferty was big, strong, super lightweight. He was knocking everyone out up until he fought me. I believe I won that fight by 1 or 2 rounds. Still does my head in to this day, even talking about that decision. But yeah, I believe I'm the man to beat Pierce O'Leary on the night. Same as what should have happened with the Rafferty fight.
That's interesting you say that about the Rafferty fight. That was back, it's been a number of months now, obviously it was last year. But at the time, I remember interviewing you both in the ring afterwards.
Yeah.
None of you were raging. None of you were like, what, that's a robbery or anything like that. But the sort of energy you've got about it now is you don't even want to talk about it.
No, I don't mind talking about it. I mean, I've watched it back like, I would say 10 times, and I do think I did nick it. Obviously, on the night, it's all different until you watch it back. I mean, a draw is annoying. I'd have been more gutted if he'd have got the nod, but what do you expect going to Manchester? And I didn't win convincingly enough for the judges to give it to me, so I suppose they called it a draw. But stats don't lie either. If you look at the stats, I think I threw more punches. I believe they said the heavier punches were landed by him, but I threw another, I think it was 250 punches more than what he did. So I just don't get it, to be honest.
So you say that then in terms of, he was in Manchester and, that worked in his favour. You could argue that. You're now going to Dublin on the other fella's homecoming. Does that mean you need to be better? You need to do more than just win by a round or two in your view? You need to actually knock him out?
Well, yeah, I need to win convincingly. I can't leave it down to the judges, as you know what happened. Obviously, that's in the past now and irrelevant, and all I'm focusing on is Pierce O'Leary on the 14th of March.
What do you make of him though as a fighter?
Pierce?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good fighter. I never even actually spoke to him, to be honest. Nothing bad to say about him because I don't know him, and he's no different than me. A fight is put in front of him, I guess, and he's on his journey and I'm on mine, and we got to fight each other to get there.
Well, the Demolition Man wasn't able to demolish you. They call Pierce O'Leary Big Bang. I assume you're going to ensure he doesn't bang you, I guess, in there on March 14th. But I guess you got, I don't know where that went, but yeah, you'd have to make sure you keep away from his power, Mark, I guess.
Yeah, it's no different to my last fight, like we've said a couple of times. I just train hard for every fight. Obviously, I had that little slip up in September last year, but I've had 2 fights since then, and I believe my last fight proved where I'm at. Do you know what I mean? You say the Demolition Man and was knocking everyone out. Obviously, anyone can be hurt. Do you know what I mean? But it proved where I'm at. I had a 12-round war with him, and I'm going to be prepared for the same again. No different. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Do you feel like a win over Pierce O'Leary completes your kind of redemption story from that Josh Padley defeat?
Yeah, I know a win over Pierce O'Leary sets me up for massive things. It's going to put me in a good position. So yeah, like I've said time and time again, I need big fights and I want big fights, and whoever they're going to offer to me to fight, if it makes sense, I'm going to do it.
Has that loss to Josh Padley completely changed your life?
No, I wouldn't say it's changed my life.
But your attitude towards fighting, was it always have gloves will travel, or were you a bit more picky when you were coming up as an unbeaten kind of contender? Like, you must
No,
have done something.
never turned down a fight. Through all the years, well, never turned down a fight at all. And I was never one to believe that you need to protect your record. Like, if it makes sense, then do it. But so will be that happened on the night. I never turned up, and it cost me, didn't it? So they'll say that's in the past now. We're over that and got a couple of wins and on to bigger and better things.
So what is it about Mark Chamberlain that is going to be such a problem for Pierce O'Leary on March 14th?
I just believe I got everything and more as to what he's come across, if that makes sense. So we'll see.
You feel like you're the best that he has faced?
100%.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's been in with some good, he's former European champion as well. I know you never actually won the European title, did you?
I should have. I should have had that when I beat Gavin Gwynn as well. I should have the British, Commonwealth and the European, but never mind.
So you're sitting here with no belts, but all the hunger in the world, right?
Yep. Well, on March the 14th, I'll have the IBO, so another one.
That's a significant belt in the
Yeah.
division as well. That gets you a real sort of seat at the table. And
yeah. Well, yeah, it opens the doors to bigger things, doesn't it? And gets you up there in the rankings, and Frank's already said a win puts you in a great position. So we just got to focus on the March the 14th, and then look what's after that.
How does the fight play out in your head?
We'll go from round one, punch each other in the face, and see what happens.
What do you think will happen?
Mark Chamberlain victory, any way, shape or form.
Best of luck.
Thank you.